No students were injured as a chemical mix-up was quickly addressed Tuesday at Lewiston-Porter High School.
At approximately 9 o'clock this morning, we received a call for a hazmat type incident at the Lewiston-Porter Senior High School. Patrols responded. What we were able to find out initially was that one of the workers there had inadvertently mixed two substances, one being chlorine and the other was acid. And the two that mixed together obviously created a problem. That's why fire and EMS were called as well. The investigation that we had for the police department shows at this point that there was nothing criminal that occurred. We're labeling this as an accidental occurrence at this time.
We also received a call about 9 a.m. for the mixture of the two chemicals. When we arrived, the first thing we did was make sure that all the students were safe. The HVAC system had been shut down. Students had been moved into a different section of the school. This occurred in the gym wing. They were all moved into the high school area. So there was no exposure and no issue for them at that time, nor has there been throughout the day as we've been monitoring the air throughout the high school. We did transport one individual to Mount St. Mary's for exposure, non-life-threatening injuries. At that point, we did contact Niagara County Hazmat as well as the Niagara Falls Air Reserve Station's hazmat team for their assistance.
You know, as the day's going on, the events throughout the day, the safety of the students and the staff has been paramount here at Lewiston-Porter, working with the school district and everything they needed. Working with the fire department and the hazmat teams, they've been going through many different scenarios throughout the day. As typical hazmat, things are very slow. Unfortunately, nothing goes fast. It's all about the safety of our responders and clearly the safety of the students. Air monitoring has been going on since the initial arriving, both inside the gym wing, outside the gym wing, and throughout the actual high school itself where the students have been. Going through various plans and stages of operations throughout the day and working to mitigate the situation.
Safety is paramount. There's no danger to the students, no danger to the surrounding neighborhoods. We had two chemicals got mixed together in a maintenance section of the school. Completely accidental. Nothing was done on purpose. The two chemicals mixed together, we get what was chlorine gas, it's just normal chlorine, almost like a pool. And the two substances are mixed together in a container, and we're dealing with that container. It's isolated within the school facility, and both the Niagara County Hazmat Team and Niagara Falls Air Reserve Station hazmat crews are working together to mitigate the situation.
My staff responded extremely well. At no time were students in jeopardy. We had immediately evacuated the physical education wing. Our high school facilities divided into three wings: physical education wing, a main tower, academic tower, and then our fine arts wing and our main offices. And so the physical education wing, there are no air ducts that flow to the other areas of the building. So it really is completely isolated in terms of our ability to shut that down. Once the situation had occurred, my staff responded quickly. My director of facilities immediately shut down the entire HVAC system at the high school, excuse me, and the students were moved to the main part of the high school. And we then really, from a school standpoint, once we get the kids safe, we turn it over to these guys, these professionals who kind of guide us through the process. We made the decision to dismiss early. That's simply because it allowed these guys to begin their operation a little bit earlier to kind of clear that drum and get that chemical that had been created diffused. So we just wanted to allow them to get their operation underway a little bit earlier and to take all precautions. We wanted just to make sure that the students were out. So we dismissed our entire secondary program because when we dismiss the high school, we also have to dismiss the middle school. And that's the reason why both schools were dismissed. But there was never an issue at the middle school, and certainly never an issue in the remainder of the school building itself while this was going on. Once we have mitigated the situation, we're going to look into exactly what specifically happened in terms of how this incident occurred so that it doesn't occur again.